Microsoft Build is right around the corner. A Linux distro shipped by Microsoft. Andrej Karpathy is joining Anthropic. Bun is swapping Zig for Rust, and Copilot sessions can now follow you from your laptop to your phone. All that and more in this episode of The Download. We're back! Welcome back to another episode of The Download, the show where we round up the latest developer news and open source projects. Please like and subscribe. I'm Andrea Griffiths, Senior Developer Advocate at GitHub. Let's get into it. Microsoft Build kicks off June 2nd in San Francisco, and I will be there in person, which means I've been doing the very normal conference thing of opening the schedule and bookmarking way too many sessions, pretending I somehow created more hours to the day. But here are 4 sessions that are at the top of my watch list. First up, and the one I'm probably the most hyped about, is a session with OpenClaw creator Peter Steinberger. Peter is fully in his agent era right now, and if you care at all about where agentic coding is heading, that alone is enough reason to show up. Next, the headline event, the Microsoft Build opening keynote with CEO Satya Nadella and the Microsoft leadership team. They will be on the main stage talking about what Microsoft is doing to create new opportunities for developers in the age of AI. Expect product launches, a few did that demo really just work live moments, and the roadmap signals the rest of the industry will react into for the next 6 months. And one of my favorite GitHub stars has a talk, building an open prompt ecosystem for the age of agents with Fatih Akin. Fatih is the creator of Prompts.chat, and he's gonna tell us a story of how Prompts.chat grew from a community-maintained open source prompt library into a broader ecosystem of reusable prompt building blocks. And finally, the one for our GitHub crowd, automating the path to merge code with Evan Boyle and Cassidy Williams, my boss. This session promises a live-coded full cycle of agentic Copilot work, planning the work and the terminal with Copilot CLI, delegating the coding to the cloud, and automating PR review on the way back in. No big hand waving here, no imagine this. This will be real mechanics, context management, review loops, and the patterns that make agentic workflows actually useful after the demo lights goes off. If you want to see what Copilot looks like in 2026, this is the one. And in tech industry news, Andrej Karpathy is joining Anthropic. He shared online that he's putting Eureka Labs on hold to join Anthropic full-time. Naturally, the Hacker News thread absolutely blew up. Karpathy has been building Eureka Labs as his own thing, and trading that for a seat inside a frontier lab is a real signal about where he thinks the most interesting work is happening right now. And this is worth paying attention to what he ships first. And in open source news, Deno just shipped 2.8, and they are calling it their biggest minor release to date. The changelog is doing a lot. There are 6 new top-level subcommands, including Deno Audit Fix to patch vulnerable dependencies, Deno CI for log file and force reproducible installs, and Deno Y, which explains why a transitive dependency is installed. Great from where you look at your dependency tree and think, who invited you? But the real headline here is the node compatibility. Deno's pass rate against Node on test suite jumped from about 42% in 2.7 to 76.4 in 2.8. Call npm installs are also 3.66 times faster. Congratulations to the Deno team. And in Microsoft news, Microsoft just released Azure Linux 4.0, its first full general-purpose Linux distribution. The project is now split in 2. There is Azure Container Linux, a hardened, immutable container host built on Flatcar, and Azure Linux 4.0, a general-purpose VM image available to any Azure customer. Brendan Burns announced it on stage at Open Source Summit North America, and congratulations to that team. What a feat. We are now firmly in the Microsoft Ship Linux distro timeline, which I am pretty sure it would have broken developer Twitter in 2003. And in more open source news, Bun's core is being rewritten from Zig to Rust and is now landing in Canary. According to the PR, binary size drops by 3 to 8 megabytes, benchmarks are neutral to faster, and a class of memory bugs that cost the team a lot of development time is now caught by the compiler. No async Rust, the architecture and data structure stay the same. We'll be watching that space. And our open source project of the week is text-to-cad, and shout out to Cassidy for surfacing this one. The name really does what it says. You type a description and it generates a CAD model. We've seen text to 3D before, but the CAD angle is really interesting, especially because the output is parametric and editable, not a closed mesh. That matters if you want something that you can actually tweak, manufacture, or just make your own 3D print without whispering apologies to your slicer software. Worth the start and a poke if you ever wish you could prompt your way into a printable part. And from our own changelog, GitHub Copilot remote control is now generally available. Run the command /remote inside Copilot CLI or VS Code, and your agent session becomes reachable from github.com or GitHub Mobile. From your phone, you can see what the agent is doing in real time, send follow-up instructions, approve or deny permission requests, and create and merge PRs. JetBrains support ships in the same release. And paired with /keep alive and maybe using clamshell mode, this is the answer to what happens to my agent when I close my laptop. The answer, it keeps running, and you can keep steering from your phone, so please close your laptops. We all seen the pictures of half-open laptops perched everywhere. You don't have to live like that anymore. And last but not least, the GitHub Shop dropped new gear. Head on over and take a look. You will find this a very awesome GitHub Copilot and Mona Hawaii resort gear. All of your resort needs, including this very fun floating drink holder. So take a look at the shop, find out what you like, and if it's something your rubber duck would approve of, post it in the comments. I want to know what you're getting. I really love this set. By the way, it has shorts. And that's all for now. Please let me know in the comments, what did you think about this week's stories? Are you going to Microsoft Build in person? Let me know. I want to see you. Drop the session that you're the most excited about. And if you like this episode, please give it a thumbs up to serve the algorithm gods. And don't forget to subscribe to GitHub's YouTube channel for all your nerdy needs. Remember, catch the build keynote, audit your dependencies, keep an eye on your agents, and I will see you next time.